Hey, Haydos.
Hey mate, just marking off some charts, give me a minute.
Yeah.
All right, morning everyone. How are we all doing?
Morning. Fantastic. How are you?
Excellent, mate.
That's good. That's good.
Cool. You're back on. Morning, Manny. Morning, George, Alan, Glenn, Eddie. I heard it before. Cool. Oh wait, there's no Dave. He might be in a thing, so better send him the link. Where is it? Hey, Chris. Let's hope we have another killer session, huh? Did you guys play the range at all? Just a beautiful, like, just Asian high, bounce off down here again. New York session was it was bank holiday, so I didn't take it. Didn't trade anything really.
Just took a 28 pipper on the Euro session.
I'm a bit bummed about what happened overnight. That was kind of my my plan for that for yesterday. If we were going up, that gap, which it did an Asian session, then bounced down, and then oh well. I'll go through what I'm looking at in a second.
Cool.
So Dave. Oh, I'm gonna send it by that email. Done. Okay. So, what I was thinking, we'll quickly go through the zones. We're about 18 minutes. Hey, Brett. Yeah. Oh, you're from a day off. Oh, you went to see about Swan Lake. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna see where you were at yesterday. If we would go through that, see if you can get that settings for the MetaTrader going. How was Swan Lake? That's the ballet. That's the famous one, isn't it?
Swan Lake was it's the 60th anniversary of the first show in Australia, and it was absolutely sensational.
Where was it at?
It was in Adelaide, and it actually had some of the original clothing and costumes that was worn 60 years ago. Apparently, it still had some of the makeup from the original performers.
I thought you were going to say the original performers. 60.
No, it was quite an incredible experience. Even I'm not a great ballet person at all, but if you haven't seen it, it's absolutely worth going to have a look at.
Oh, yeah, nice one. Oh, and took 40 pips on German already as well. Beautiful. Who was that just then?
Guy.
Hey, son. How are you?
Oh, just wonderful.
Awesome. Good to hear. You on night shifts?
No, I'm not. But
Can't wait.
I'm ready for a couple of hours. So.
Good one.
But I'm on night shift Wednesday and Thursday. So tomorrow night, Thursday night. Yeah.
Good one. All right, what's on the calendar today? So, be prepared for unexpected news. Yeah. All right. So nothing on the forecast. Nothing really. Or what about Forex? What's the other one we look at? Financial juice. Complex raising fiscal year 2023 price outlook to near 3%. Oh, okay. That will just add to long yens. They're going to get a bit of strength. This war tensions heating things up with safe haven. So anyway, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of scheduled news, so we'll just be prepared for unexpected. This guy likes to shake things up in New York session, this Bostic guy. I think he's Atlanta Fed. I think. All right, so my idea, we'll watch and see how this candle here. Oh, you know what's annoying is this the way the zoom thing has changed on me. Now I've got to get used to this bloody toolbar.
I was wondering what was going on in your recorded session earlier. You were freaking out at it.
Yeah, it's annoying, man.
Is it?
Well, it's just, you get used to something where things are. And now the thing that annoys me about this one is if I do my arrow, how I do this, if I let go, it puts a frame around it.
Yep.
Oh, it's awful. So you got to click away. Now I need to, but then need to figure out all these new buttons and things. So anyway, it's that's another thing we'll get used to. Okay, so we had a gap. We had this price gap up here, which I was thinking that before the stream yesterday, if this candle closed nice and bullish, but this one here made us have to pivot on the fly. If this one had closed like sort of weak bearish or a little bit bullish, then I would have said that we would have got a good opportunity going up. But the late volume from the second half of the DAX open was bearish. So then we pivoted, looked for the break, retest, and then took it on the retest to push down. Now, then we just rallied from this area that we pre-identified to go back up to the Asian high, and then it bounced, and then it came down, then went up, and then down. And then late in New York session, we saw price just start to rally. And this is quite late that it's... Get out of here. 6:30 my time. So just after like New York lunch, they've come back from lunch after London is closed. We saw there's a lot of imbalance in this candle, and there's as price pushed up into this, took the London high, and then you saw all volume just die. But then Asian session started and it filled that gap, which is a bit annoying. So filled it perfectly, came up. You can see like it's inside of these wick areas up here. That's when it formed like a little resistance on the lower time frame. You can see better resistances on like the 3 minutes, etc. That's created a little support here, and then with that resistance, we're able to push down and then fill this clean candle. And then that clean candle also ties in quite nicely with something happened here. Something happened here. Is that the... Oh yeah, that's the gap. There's where the market's closed for 15 minutes. See the time, set on my bottom of my calendar, 00:45 to 1:15, and this is the 15-minute chart. So the market closes for 15 minutes. So something happened then, and price has shot up, and it came back down. It's retested this area. So now we just need to formulate a plan for today. So we've got nice resistance here. So this is liquidity. We've got Asian high. This is liquidity. We've got Asian low and 30-minute doji low. So this is liquidity. 30-minute doji low was from New York session. That's inside of here. So I would, we know we're going at least here or here today. And currently that's a 70 pip range. So, like every day, we've got range to trade. Now, if we can break underneath this area, we've got plenty of liquidity zones, and we could target replicating that candle if we really must. But hopefully we're in much better position before that. I mean, we usually are, but at least that candle could be filled. We've got more liquidity up the top side as well. We've got all these little areas. So what we really want to do is just wait 12 minutes, and then we can get a fairly good idea of how this candle is going to close. The hour candle at the moment is looking something, it's touch and go what it's going to do at the moment. But I would say there are some comments. I do have a thesis that, I do have a thesis that they're going to revise these NFP numbers down. Fed comments are already coming out that they're going to hold potentially for the end of the year. That's going to be bullish for indices. Oil prices are high, and there's war going on, so that's a headwind for indices. So I don't think we're going to have much of a breakout either way. I think we'll do little grabs here and there. Does that make sense? We just need to see which way it's going to go. So I reckon it's going to be, well, we'll have to see. But at the moment, I don't particularly like where we're at with liquidity above and below. It kind of looks like a new setup for me. But we shall see. We shall see. Yesterday was an easy one. This one here is not setting up as easy. But I would say that if it's going to close no lower than where it is, potentially higher, then I think we can get a potentially a 40 pip move to the top side. Maybe it can go boom, 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 up. Take that liquidity. And then we'll have to see what's going to do after that. Or maybe it can do something like this. Wherever it's going to close. It's got options. That's the why new setups can be a little bit iffy. Because they've got options. Anyway, did you guys take anything in the side of this area, this Asian Euro session?
Yeah, I did in the Euro session.
This bit here?
No, I've been on a training day all day.
On a training day?
Yes, nothing for me.
Rob, where did you get in?
I was watching it at 7 o'clock and hesitated to take it down.
You took it down?
If you
No, I hesitated.
Oh,
I was
hesitated.
watching it, and then it just dropped.
Hmm.
I got in at a point which was really frustrating, but it worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to a 5-minute chart, I was going to ask you, which doji was it? So, that one. So, go to your left, in the yellow bit, sorry, in the Euro bit.
This bit here?
Yep, yep. So, this bottom of the first dip in that yellow section, there. I was reading that long wick up candle as basically the momentum change heading down. So I took the down from there, and obviously it shot up, and I was like, fucking hell.
This one here, the blue one, you took it as a down candle.
The red one.
Oh, the red one.
Yeah, so obviously fucked it up, but I let it ride to the very top, kept shifting my stop loss to try and miss it. And then, yeah, exactly. It was a bit of a stressful afternoon.
Okay, so you know what the thing here is? The thing here is that... Oh, okay, what was your risk as well doing that? Did you go in with a normal risk and then moving your stop loss up?
Well, on MetaTrader 5, I've been playing with a stop loss because I'm not quite sure what it's doing pip-wise. So I'm using 0.8 lots. And I think I'm putting in a 20 pip stop loss. Okay. But I'm not 100% sure it's correct.
So that's around $20.
Yeah.
So this candle, because it didn't retest, because that candle didn't retest the wick area of this guy, this really isn't a resistance. Okay. So what's happening is you're trading, and everything's all over the place now on my Zoom. So if this really isn't a resistance, your nearest resistance is going to be here. That's going to be your nearest resistance. You see that? Because this one here, you've got two rejections. You've got a rejection wick, and then you've got a rejection wick. So that's your resistance. So if you're trading this here, because it didn't retest this one, this isn't a rejection wick. So you enter in a trade at this point, what that means is that you're trading, your entry is far away from your resistance. So you want to enter as close to a resistance as possible, or close to a support as possible. This one here would be a continuation trade, where your resistance is quite far, and you need then to have momentum on your side. So all that meant was when this rejected these areas, because this is a doji in itself as well. So once you have a doji, what happens when you have a doji? It will usually take both sides, won't it? It will take the bottom and usually take the top. So entering around here, it pretty much just came up to resistance to find that resistance and then push down. So yeah, as long as you know where your resistances are and keep working to understand where your closest resistances are. If you make a boo-boo, then I don't mind you changing. Well, I'm going to say I don't want you to go in and say, oh, I need this to work with a 20 pip stop, and I'm going to go in as full risk and then move your stop loss. I don't mind if you go in with lower risk and then work out, was I accurate with my zones first? Because then you give yourself options to then perhaps add a little bit. If it's you're like, oh, wait a second, I effed up here, and that's not really a resistance. Now I'm really close to resistance. Do I want to add the rest of my trade on? And it gives you that second option. The way we're pushing up here now, so I'm gonna
when it got to
go on.
No. I was going to say I was tempted, because I realised that, and then wanted to take the blue rising star at the top there of the rise down, but I wasn't going enough to re-enter. So just let that one run.
I might while I get used to Zoom, I'm going to switch over to Epic Pen. Okay, see how this is pushing up here? That's telling me the volume's to the upside. But now, because we're inside, this is a resistance area that I already flagged. Okay, so why was it resistance area? Now I've got annotation tools all over them.
This is how I feel playing with charts.
Yeah, I feel like an amateur hour over here. Okay, so 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly, actually. It's exactly what I was just about to suggest. This 5 minutes, see how this is a rejection wick and that's a rejection wick. So this is resistance right now. Okay, this is resistance. So price is looking like it's bullish, but it's going to, if it's this high, this 30-minute candle is closed so bullish, we've picked up liquidity, got a little bit doji here, picked up a little bit of liquidity here. I think we're still going down, but we've got Asian high really close, and we've got a minute and a half now to start. So I'm thinking that it's just going to be up, down to somewhere in here. I'm going to look at the lower time frame, and then we can. Oh, I've already drawn that. We saw the pathway anyway. It's going to be something like this. Let's just quickly look at, see where was liquidity. Okay, no wick. So it's going to be one of these guys. So somewhere here maybe? Or somewhere here. That we can rip down into and then give that second push. Check the 2 minute quickly. Oh, I have to add that one as well. But this one doesn't look, this one here looks like a just a typical trap. As in swing low kind of thing. So I reckon it'll be this one or it'll be this one. I don't think it'll be this one so much, but I could be wrong. 1 minute. Anyway, get your longs ready, I reckon. And I think we'll try to take a long from 40 to 80. Let's just see, you've got 20 seconds. Engines are started. Let's go 3 minute. Who was that? Is that you, Chris? You're very, very quiet, mate. I could barely hear you. That's better.
Yeah,
He's
got
better.
the stop.
You're short. So you're short, and your stop needed to be above here because that's your resistance. Come on. Just pull back. Nope. Going up.
Going.
Okay. Going to 80. Hopefully we can pull back. It should pull back. Really want to get in from 3640 area. Something like this. You're just going to break, you're going to Asian high straight away.
That was a quick 2.5% for me.
Okay, come on. You're right there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to stop at that level of resistance or go up to the high. So I just set my TP at the level of resistance.
Makes sense. If you just trade resistance to resistance, you'll be just fine in this game. Let's go, come on. Push. Push, and then give us a quick pullback, and then let us get an excellent risk reward. Or we'll look for the take it down. Going to yesterday, New York high. Yeah, I know what you mean. Fridays. Up this area. Yeah, definitely. Okay, well. Bummer, huh? I took a little break out as it was pushing up, but I was planning on going proper into it from here. But trading this area with the breakout when I wasn't pulling back at all made sense.
So what's that area in just the top of that screen that you've got your cursor on?
This red
orange area.
Red area, yeah. That was the 30-minute resistance from the New York session.
Oh, okay, right.
And a sensitive area just in general. Across, we've got Asian high area, wick rejection, price sat on top of that level, and then these wicks not closing really in this level gives you the boundary.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like a bit of a wider zone based on rejection areas. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, going up to that area now, I might just see if we can get some hesitation here, and actually take it back down.
Well, the 1 minute's closed bearish. Oh, no, sorry, not closed yet, but it's looking bearish.
Yeah, because there's liquidity left behind here, so We could now just flip this upside down. Just be careful though, because the momentum, you're trading with the first 5 minutes of bullish momentum.
Look at that.
So if we can see wick rejection, resistance formed, we've got plenty of zones here underneath when we could actually see the high of the day being in this zone and then start pushing down. So but you don't want to counter trend London initial push. You want to wait, because right now, what I always say, you don't know what side of the triangle you're on right now. So like what happened, you know, this could keep on going up and up and up. Make sure you have confirmation you're on this side of the triangle. But I love this zone.
If you look at that 4 hour, we have a 4 hour doji. Yesterday we talked about that 4 hour doji.
That's what this little dotted line is. Yeah.
I think we took out that high now.
Oh, this one here, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So now if we get any kind of bearish momentum, maybe we will push to the downside. Otherwise, we can still continue pushing upside.
Yep. We'll go all chart view now, because we'll see if we can catch this retrace. Ah. This idea is this one's toast now. Okay, come on, rejections. Is anyone holding that breakout?
I'll put another one on.
Mine looks pitiful now for mine. It was 27 pips. But it was tiny as well. I was thinking what I'll do is 25, I'll put 25% on as it was breaking, knowing that I can add big time, but then just 25% I can hold, very little, you know, poor risk reward, because I wanted it to come down here, but there's always that chance that you miss it and it just goes up. So it's a
one of the downfalls I found with smart charts is not being able to scale in. You can only scale out.
You can scale in, it's just a pain. You just got to set up a new trade.
Right. Yeah, I was going to say I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. Small, only 1R, Tom. Yeah, mine wasn't even 1R with that move. Mine was only like, yeah, it's small. But, you know, profit's profit, end of the day. The main thing is, did we pick the direction? Did we accurately? Not really, we didn't, I didn't accurately pick any pullback, because it didn't pull back. But did we, the information that it gave us in that final 30 minutes of the open, did we interpret what that meant properly?
Yep.
Hey, Dan.
Before it took off, get your longs ready.
Yeah. How are you, Dan? Yeah, autumn weather now. So we've had just a nice little run of like, I got out of the house the first time yesterday, and it was like 20 degrees, and I was all kitted up to like for cold. And I was like, oh, wait a second. And I saw the minimum temperature was like 15 degrees. And now for the next week, maximum temperature. Oh, today's not too bad. From tomorrow, you can see. Maximum temperature of 10, 12 degrees now. At least it's sunny. Get some vitamin D. But all right, man. It's not stopping. Shit.
Is there any news driving it, Hayden?
Nah, I think it's the I was saying at the start of the week, I think equities are going to have a good week this week.
Oh,
Hey Glenn, how are you, mate?
good mate. I was on the phone before. I couldn't really chat. Please tell me someone got that.
Yeah, I bought from here to here.
Nice.
I'm tempted to put
but
another one
small.
on, but I'm not sure.
Nah, man, because we've pushed up. Oh well, this is getting into rejection territory here. This 4-hour zone. We could just. I think we've got this in us now to push up this far, but it's going to take quite an effort to get up there. So is it going to go up there in straight lines, or because there's been plenty of liquidity left behind. Plenty of liquidity left behind. So I would say that we're going to have hesitation, and then we can. Oh, it's up to you, man. I'm not going to tell you. Given how much is pushed out, I'd like to see it reset.
Yeah, I'm thinking of where that where your second green line from the bottom is, where that no wick candle is.
This one. Oh, this one.
No, yeah, that one. Trying to take a sell down to there.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really nice.
Excuse me, Hayden brother.
Hey, Jess, how are you, mate?
Price already retested the 3-minute FU candle on the left wick area.
3 minute or 30
yeah.
minute?
3 minute. So
all the way over here.
I think Akshay can guide here that now I think the bearish momentum will happen now.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a good zone. It's a New York low, New York high, and another New York low. So three New York session sensitive areas.
Akshay, what will be our entry?
I'm waiting for the entry.
Yeah,
yeah. If you look at the 30-minute also, we have a 30-minute FE candle on the left side.
This bad boy.
Yes.
So I think so. Next 15 minutes will be our entry. I think.
That makes sense. There we go. Just wicked into it. Beautiful liquidity pool. Just got to wait for our resistance to confirm, and then we can see downside and feel some of this imbalances.
Because 5 minute is closing in good direction, by the way.
Yeah, another minute, and it'll look like just as long as it closes below that high, this will be your first clue. 3 minute hasn't done anything yet. What about ones? Neither has 1 minute. So we're coming back for this no wick candle, little doji low, so we can see a bit more of a rise up again. Rejecting off of this fella, this little small little bit. Could see it hold as a little support. Long as it doesn't hold enough to make this 5 minute candle close above 15,316. Oh no, come on.
Just as you said that, it jumped on mine.
Yeah, come on. Turn around. It's got 7 seconds. It's fighting for its life. Oh, okay, that's alright. That's not too bad. Closes the doji now. 15 minutes got a lot of volume inside of this candle, but the 5 minute is closed okay. It's just come back to fill this little imbalance, but you've got so many imbalances left below. So even if it does push up, even if we don't be super bearish, I think we can still come back down to like near the Euro high, Asian high area. Like I still think we can get down to about this area again. So let's see. Let's take out that high because it's a doji. You can take out the high. Okay, took that high. So it means we need to wait for it to start again, because that wasn't the resistance candle. This is at least the fifth. This is the midpoint of that 30-minute wick. Nope. Okay.
That was your scale in.
So much momentum.
I was in that short too. I should have taken the pips, but I didn't.
I got my 10.
No.
You're gonna have to change your name to 10 pips daily.
Yeah, Eddie already given me shit for it.
Eddie's handed it over.
I gotta start taking my advice.
No,
Haydos. In a bit more.
That was his originally. I just made it for him.
Oh. Did you grab this? That was a nice 30-minute breakout. Eddie?
No, I didn't, because it was sort of at resistance, and I wanted a little bit deeper pullback, and I didn't get it. So.
Man, I wish it pulled back.
I thought it might have been a little bit of a fake out, but no.
If it had pulled back, yeah, this would have been an absolute banger. Had it pulled back to load in. It's a shame because this is not my preferred entry. That just straight breakout. I hate that. I hate it.
I would not have taken that trade.
It did make resistance on the 30, but it made support, but
support.
But you know what I mean? Like, look at that. It was a bit choppy, and the 1 hour was under sort of resistance. It was like.
Yeah, that last 30 minutes showed you the way.
It did hit the 3. It's above the 618. That would have been 70 pips.
I would have taken it. I'm not gonna lie. I would have taken that.
I really thought
but I just sat down to the computer.
Right. I really thought we'd see more resistance over here, so I didn't even hold. I didn't even leave a runner.
But as a low risk, like you said, like a 0.25, and then if the 5, like on the next 5 minute was breaking the high, then I'd probably add a position.
Mo, are you here? Did you?
Once it broke that resistance.
Did you take that one?
Yeah, I took an early impulsive one, but it turned out to be, I closed it too early when I got a little bit scared of the drag down. And I closed it, honestly. I'm not a fan of, I saw that we have big potential for upside, but unfortunately I didn't hold the position.
Oh, goodness. Anyone want some teenagers? I've got a few spares.
my youngest just turned over.
Got my
I got
full
4
quota.
on my own.
4.
Yeah, you can have that.
this candle that we're targeting, we've got another guy. We'll just recycle this up here. This is the start of the New York session. So we'll look for same thing. See if this one respects it.
Well, US 30 had a nice reversal pattern actually. Spewing, I was out for that.
What's gold at? Gold at 56.
I had a short in euro, but I was getting ready to go jump on the train, so I closed it off, made a couple of pips, and then it just dropped.
Oh yeah. Damn, man. This is a good example of why it's better to wait for the rejection, so you know you're on this side, because we just don't know how high it's going to go with that opening volume from London, because it's still only early days into it.
Hayden, this is the area.
Yeah.
The price is card.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, if anyone want to position, enter here.
I mean, if you're just looking for 10 pips, I think this is a safe area just to look for 10 pips back down to 35. Down to about this area. Especially if we see, hey Dave, especially if we see, so here's the first little rejection candle. So test it out. I'm gonna go little cowboy, mini cowboy trade. And then just, I've entered just to target 10 pips. Little doji candle. Keep your risk super low when you're playing around like this.
Yes, break of low, the good entry.
Left a little imbalance at the moment.
Let's see.
Let's see. Down to this doji low. That'll be your 10.
Akshay is already in the cells.
One minute resistance formed. Break support. Take out this doji low.
Yeah, only looking for a 10-15 pips here.
Yeah.
Just a reaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's coming back up there. Not interested, so just gonna move the break even now.
Actually, there is this double top. That is the
Ah, there we
problem.
go. Secure, guys. Secure.
just clicked out of it. Ledge.
Okay. There's just a little mini 10 pip. You can leave a runner, just to see if that's the top of the day. But that was your yeah, beautiful. See, price action, mate. Price action. Resistance, doji, liquidity generated, resistance, retesting the wick area. That's resistance form. Support should break. At least come down to this doji. If it goes down and that's the high of the move, then we're in for a cracker. But that's your trade. That's your safe trade. Safe cowboy entry style. Just visualize the move ahead of time. Can be scary as hell entering into that move. You're never going to hold when you're trading against this much volume. You're securing profits. Okay, 100% you're securing profits. But I think that was clinical, huh?
5 minute doji low will be our target first, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll just let it run. Trailing at 10. Oh, you're trying to stop at 10 pips, Tom? 10 pips is a breeze. It could just breathe in, breathe out, and that breathe in will just take you out. Keep it above resistance, mate. Like when you can trail it when you have new resistances formed. But if you're trailing it just at an arbitrary 10 pips, German will take you out, because this is efficient movement to remove trailing stops by that many pips. Yeah, like be dynamic with your trailing stop, as in don't set it at a static number. Set it at price action. So set it like, you know, maybe 5 pips above doji highs, or 2 pips above resistances being formed, or 2 pips, like a pip and plus spread above liquidity candles, things like that. That way you're a bit more reading price action to see where your stop loss should go, rather than just static number. Because even 25 pips is, you know, like I would put my stop loss there. That makes sense. It happened to be around my entry, so I can say entries at break even. But even if my entry was, say, here, that would be where my stop loss is. If my entry was up here, that would be where my stop loss still is. Because we're in an uptrend, so we don't want to look for home runs in uptrends when you're countering it. So take your take secure, and then move on. Runner was just past B. Did you guys understand this trade? It was super quick. Like 1 minute, you had to move fast for that. But see, I want you to guys to be honest with yourselves and say, can you spot the difference in the price action here versus here?
No.
Who said that?
Me, Rob.
You're joking.
So just those 2 retests on the higher one?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Go back and watch in the Google Drive. 4 types of entries.
Yep.
In the technical analysis. That's your this is your setup. Even if it's counter trend, we're at higher time frame resistance, or sorry, I'm not going to say resistance. I'm going to say zone of interest, Zoi or Poi. Okay, and then you've got this is your first sign of an entry. but you're not taking it on that. Well, okay, this one here is your cowboy. That's your cowboy. This one here is your anticipation. So that's number 2. So 1, 2, waiting for this to close. There is number 3, or breaking the low. Yep. 4 would be if we were able to close and break support and price was coming back up, formed another resistance. This would be your late. That would be type 4. And you can have hybrids of these. So mine was like a hybrid of 1 and 2. Like I actually entered on this candle, expecting that one to respect this wick. So it wasn't quite a cowboy, wasn't quite an well, it was anticipation, but wasn't quite both.
I took it on this candle, the second one, after this candle closed.
Oh, on when that one closed? Yeah, okay. I took it on this candle, but I didn't wait for it to close. But I waited for that first one. Let me just remove my scribble. But that's pretty much our playbook. Either 1, 2, 3, or 4 types of entries at a zone of interest. We didn't get anything here. There was no entry on this, and here was there. Even this resistance candle, as in like a bearish candle, wasn't even a wick. And then the second bearish candle, it's all contained within the one bullish candle. So there's no liquidity grab here. It's just this to me. If it wasn't a liquidity grab, like a little mini liquidity grab, what is this turnaround? If it's not liquidity grab, if it's not sellers entering the market, what is this pullback?
Stop hunt.
No, not stop hunt.
Trailing stop.
No. It could be buyers closing some of their position, not sellers entering. That makes sense? So buyers entering, reset, buying again. We'll just go to the higher time frame. So now because we broke the high of this candle, now this becomes our first candle again. So we want to see, what time is it? We just closed the 30-minute candle, and the first 3 minutes was this liquidity grab. So if we can see this candle close as a bit of a doji, and then looking for something to break the high, respect this wick, then we just might be trading the top of this 30-minute candle, and we can look for it to target some imbalances left behind on the way down.
Do you know when I
That sounds like a turbo.
Sounds like a coffee to me. I'm gonna go get one. Give this a let it. I'm gonna hopefully this can settle down and we can get a really beautiful, longer lasting sell.
Ugh.
By the way,
Price is now in the good zone actually, by the way.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it is in long-term sell can happen.
It's taken the New York high now as well. Has everyone liked the...
sorry, continue.
Go on, you Jess.
Oh, on the left-hand side, the price retesting the attempted FU zone of 1 hour and giving the reaction there. 1 hour.
This one here?
Was it forex.com, right? Yes, this one.
No, there's Pepperstone.
Yeah.
But same. That's your 1 hour rejection wick.
Yeah. So if current 1 minute is closing attempted FU, I think the good entry setup will happen. Akshay can explain better than me. 1 minute.
Yeah.
1 minute. See, attempted FU and now retesting of attempted FU.
Yeah. We want to see it. We don't want to see a break of the high though.
Yes.
Does everyone like the stream, by the way?
Yes.
It's actually interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. I'm going to grab a coffee. So that's the trigger for this to start to turn around. But I think this has still got a bit of work to do. So I think I've got time. All right. So I will be back in a few.
Yeah, I'm also waiting for the 2 minute to close like any bearish candle. Still, the 2 minute is bullish. If this current 2 minute able to close bearish one, okay, still no bearish closing.
No, but Akshay brother, 1 minute is okay on the forex.com.
Yeah, but 1 minute is on German 40. 1 minute is not good. I mean,
This
the
is not my
time.
pair actually, so.
No. It's not a problem. But 1 minute is not more than enough for the German 40. German 40 is not that much good with 1 minute. Either you can switch to 2 minute, 3 minute. 2 minute, 3 minute are much better one. The candle formation on 1 minute is not that much good. Like you get a lot of gap up, gap down candle.
Yes. Okay. Then let's flip the 3 minute to the downside. No.
I might have to get some help later in setting up my Pepperstone account, the demo one on TradingView, because I can connect the live one, but I can't seem to connect the demo one.
Did you go with the C Trader option?
No, I've got the C Trade downloaded on my tablet, but not with not on my
It has
desktop.
to
On my
be a C
desktop.
Trader account to trade it on TradingView.
The demo one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't set up an MT5 and then trade that on TradingView. It has to be a C Trader.
Okay, I'll try that then.
Yeah. You can do it directly through TradingView, I believe, and that'll link you back to Pepperstone, and then you can sort of go back and forth.
Yeah, well, it's linked to the Pepperstone live account, but not the demo account.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I have done it, but it was a long time ago, and I haven't used it for quite a while, so I'm sure I could nut myself through it. I wouldn't be leading through experience.
Oh, like I just got kicked out of Smart Charts again.
Okay. When you say
But why are you using TradingView?
For analysis.
You can use chart for the analysis, but for placing order you can use like MT5 or C Trader.
Yeah, I might
it's
have
not
to set
the
up
easiest thing to place trades on. Especially scalping, it's not very efficient. It's far slower than MT5. I can see why you want to do it, but yeah.
Your parents have failed, your grandparents won't fail.
Yeah. What a drive.
Nice. So the thing with the arrow, it's only for the host.
All right.
Hidden.
Yeah,
I think the arrow problem is just for the host.
Oh yeah, I thought it would be. So it's annoying. I was hoping, like, if you're gonna do like extra updates, give us extra tools. Not just put, not put frames around things.
I mean, if someone really wanted, they have option for that, like enable or disable that thing.
Yeah, yeah. You should have an option to like revert to the, revert to the way you like, or like, try this update. If you don't like it, revert to old update. How far have we gone? 130 pips. We're prime. 50% of the wick now. Never update.
It's an automatic update.
Yeah, I update everything. You can, if you don't update, you leave your system open for security. Okay, interesting area.
Mm.
3 minute hasn't really left that much in the way of like it. There was the one imbalance that it took. 5 minute.
1 minute imbalances.
Second liquidity push. 4 minutes. 10 minutes. Pretty smooth run up. It's a pretty good area, this one. See how like we got, if I draw a zone from here to here, in terms of like all these like little wick rejections, session highs. If I extend this to the right, we can poke above it, but once we close back below it, forming like a resistance, then we might be able to see that push down. So we'll see if it closes here. Or we pull liquidity from above it, form that support, and then we can push back down. Buys were definitely the play to hold. But if you weren't in that, like the whole way up, then we just got to, can't do anything. We can't rewind time and then be part of these buys. So what's the next opportunity after you have a push? Do we want to wait for it to come all the way back down, potentially form a support, and then push up and retest the high and wait this whole duration? Or for the terms of like scalping, after a push, can we accurately just read price and get the pullback? Because that means, I know it's a bit impatient trading. Sometimes it's nice to just go with the trend. But the next trade that makes sense would be if we're happy with a scalp to come back down, because that's the next move. We just need to make sure we're not getting the scalp. Like we need to make sure we're coming down first. We don't want to be trying to scalp it down as it's going up, of course. So there was a 1 minute. Got a 1 minute resistance formed here. Do we trust the 1 minutes? That's your 1 minute rejections. Got a no wick candle again. Probably good for another 15 pips.
This is also new 15-minute open.
Let's see. See if we can drop.
And we know any other one also in the position.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No problem. Send me the
No, I'm
link. I will
confident.
prepare. You make it better.
Come on. Let's go. Drop. Yeah. I'm in time. Just looking for 15 pips. Entry was in this one, on this candle.
So you took it right at the open?
No, when it pulled back.
What?
Entry, basically the entry was on the body, the top of the body.
You know, on the 3-minute chart, Hayden, how there's an imbalance. There's
3 minutes.
The first push down. Yeah, 3 minute.
Oh, yeah.
So is it likely to come back to that?
You're right. Actually, I didn't see that.
Like I'm short, but
yeah, it could come back to that. Good. Good. What's the word I'm looking for? Thanks for pointing that out. I missed that.
On the 1 minute? The last
it's the 840
candles before that. Is that a
It's this one
would you
here.
call that a doji?
Which one?
Yeah, that one. Just go. Yeah, there.
This one.
here.
Where were you?
So I took entry after here.
Oh, I see.
After we broke.
Yeah, okay.
I wanted to enter here, but I thought it was a little bit risky.
Yeah, the reason I was more confident with it is resistance formed, and because of this zone that redrew from, like, it's just, we got, is it luck that we keep on drawing these zones here? I mean, this one here is a little bit harder for me to explain. The other ones I think are very objective, but this one here is a little bit subjective. Well, it definitely is subjective, this one. But let me explain that again, why I liked it. It's more of an accumulation of areas. So it's just looking at, like, do you see how we've got New York high, Asian high, and then we've got the nice impulsive candle that pushes above it. So this New York high and Asian high, they're giving me the boundaries, like the lower end. I don't know the top end yet, but I know that there's price has got turned away twice. So initially I could have had it all the way down to this Asian high. Why it's adjusted here is that once we had this big push up, and then New York session came down, we respected it once, then we pushed back up, and we had like a neckline, the close here, then we pushed back down, we got turned away at this zone. Still not enough to me say that's the top. Then we gapped higher, then we've rejected twice. So now I'm looking to say, okay, there's more than one reason to say that this is near the high of that area. Plus we're at the 50% of this wick. 50%. I've adjusted this GAN box because of this high here, but if I move that GAN box down, we're right at the 50% here. Now the other thing is that we've got two more wick rejections. We've got a wick rejection, and then price pushed down, and then finally we sold off. So we got an accumulation of all these little things with session highs, session lows, wick rejections on a higher time frame. Tells me that there's a good chance that this is a reaction zone. Doesn't have to be the top of a trend or anything. We're just looking for a reaction. Now if we have reaction price action at a reaction zone, why not take it? Risk rewards on our side. Risk rewards always on our side. We only need to get, if risk rewards on our side, we only need to be right less than half the time, and we're right more than that. So I think we've got a really nice combination of price action plus risk reward plus accuracy. Forget price. I don't know why I said price action. We've got a nice combination of risk reward plus accuracy. I think so anyway. Tom, 1.1% for the night. Beautiful. Yeah. Then we come back down again. So see what I mean? Like, we're into the trend. So these bad boys, you just gotta take your profit. I find that you're more profitable longer term from taking profit than you are from not taking profit and letting the winners, like, you gotta let the winners run, of course, but you're probably gonna be more profitable from taking base hits than you are from hitting home runs. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
3 hour doji at 15,392 from Shiva. Oh, wait a second. So now, like, if this is a true resistance and it forms a resistance again lower than these guys, then this could be like your late entry. So again, cowboy, anticipation, confirmation, potential late. That's so 1, 2, 3, 4. If this forms a resistance and breaks a low, that would be a late entry. 3 hour doji at 15,392. I'm assuming you're talking about this one. That one. If you're talking about this one, it's not quite a doji. Not quite. It's close. It's got a doji-ish top wick, but it's lacking the bottom wick.
Fake doji.
Fake doji. Imposter.
Verted hammer.
Yeah, it's like a hammer. So you'd look inside this wick to see more detail into what it really is. Cool. All right. Well, let's do any questions so far about this session?
No, pointed out a couple of things that I keep missing, so appreciate it.
How's everyone's? You guys okay? Anyone take? Yeah, up for the session, down for the session, take and trade, just observing. What's going on?
3% up session, so can't complain.
No, can't complain about that. George, small profit.
I'm not sure. I'll have to have a look.
Al took 2 small wins. Mo, BE, was that just that one, the buy from the initial?
Yeah, the buy and also one of the sells, not this last one, but the other one on the 1 minute. Took it also, mainly covered some of the...
Oh, you B for the day?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, because you close this one and draw down this buy.
Yeah. Yeah. The thought of going impulsive is very high. You need to... I needed a decent stop loss.
Yeah.
But I choked the position way too much than necessary, so I got stopped out before continuation.
Yeah, there's your late entry. Al took 2 sell wins, beautiful. Zanai just observing, that's all good. In the YouTube chat, Jeff is up, Adam just watching, and 2 wins, so you got a win earlier. 2 wins in this session now, or 1 when you're in brunch, and 1 now. Tim, you're just watching. How do I trade so calmly? Just seen it. We've just been so consistent with this London session. So it's yeah. I think it's practice. Practice makes perfect. Akshay, yeah, for the day, man. Yeah, you kill it. Did you trade at all for New York session yesterday?
No. Yesterday I didn't trade. Usually most of the time the bank holiday price did not move that much.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah. Garinda took 1 win, awesome. And 2 wins in this session and 1 in the day, awesome. Yeah, that's the main thing, is like pick your time that you trade, because you know, if you're just chipping away, you'd be surprised at how much your monthly ends if you just take the trades in the session that you get most comfortable with and avoid taking the trades outside of those times. Now price will I think it was around this time, wasn't it, yesterday? At that 9 AM time, we went flat for a bit. Yeah, it was inside this bit here, where we just had, this is the barcode I went to scan for lunch. And the volatility then came back in again from like 9:30 onwards yesterday. So I wonder if the similar sort of algos are at play, and we might just see like 30 minutes of just an order block consolidation kind of thing.
I might have to get some help with MT5 and EMA bots later, Hayden.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. All right. Well, actually, Brett, are you here? Yeah, I've got a webinar I've got to do in 30 minutes, so I think I'm done for the session. I might just end this session now, and I'll take care of my Zoom people. Okay, so all right. Well, I'll just do what I'm looking for now for the rest of the day. quickly for the Zoom YouTubes. Daily, we're quite bullish already. I think this is a pump day, so we'll see what New York session has entail. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to project further without seeing, because so much price action can change the tune. But I was quite bullish on equities. I don't know, yeah, because of this week made me the think straight away bullish for this week, and we're seeing that nice rise. So it's really helped our buyers. We had the news, that war news, which led to flight to safe haven. But if all other countries, like if Israel and Hamas, like, you know, this is awful happening again, but if like Russia and Ukraine, if other countries just stand aside and say, you know, this is a dispute between them two, obviously, you know, they chip in where they can and help, whatever, but as long as it doesn't like escalate and more countries, you know, if something happens and Egypt get involved or US get involved, stuff like that, then we'll see a meltdown in equities. Equities will fly to safe haven, but until then, we've had a little pullback, and if it stays contained within their borders, those countries involved, then I would say equities will sort of shrug it off, and I think you'll see equities, the narrative that will hold more weight will be Fed's not hiking further for the rest of this year. So that would lead then, because we've already had a bit of a sell-off, we've left so much liquidity to the top side, I can just see us grinding higher as long as, you know, obviously the geopolitical stuff that's going on doesn't escalate. So pullback longs make sense. Counter trend sells, I'd be saying sells a counter trend right now. So take quick profits. Hopefully we can get a runner that goes longer, but secure. Definitely secure. Be careful at higher time frame areas. So we've got, you know, this area right now inside of this 4-hour candle. That's a 1-hour liquidity candle. This 4-hour candle is a 4-hour liquidity candle. So be careful, like when you get to like the midpoint, which is going to be around 15,420. Obviously the highs as well. There's beautiful, lovely liquidity up here. So if we're pushing up this high, if we're pushing up this high today, 100% take sells. That'll make a lot of sense. Other than that, just follow price action. Once we roll over to the new session, oh, look at that, it's coming down nicely now. Once we get the New York session, New York session won't buy the high. They won't buy the high. What they'll do is they might break the high, and then you see deeper pullback, and then they might take over, or they'll be bearish. So we'll see where we're at when it comes to New York session. But yeah, until then, trade safe, plan your trade your plan, keep risk low, keep your risk reward up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for tomorrow's London stream. Cool. I need to make sure you...
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I saw it, and need to make sure your trades are longer than 3 minutes on that prop firm. Yeah. Have you guys heard stuff like got new T&Cs sent out or anything like that?
Is this just your Zoom now, Hayden?
No. Hold off. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, YouTube. See you later. I will see you tomorrow for London stream. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah, a lot of secret gonna retracted from the Danny side now.
Okay.